Welcome back to Laura's Social Corner, where we have real conversations with real people and meaningful people. You've been in a community for many, many years. Mm-hmm. You are from Muskogee, Oklahoma.
Yes.
And it's so fascinating how far are you been in all these many years of experience in real estate. Tell us about you, Britta.
Sure. Well, like you said, I grew up in Muskogee, Oklahoma. Graduated high school there, Muskogee Roughers. I then attended college and went to law school at the University of Oklahoma. After I graduated there, that's when I first moved to Oklahoma City in 2003, and I've been here ever since.
Yes, Oklahoma have a wonderful people. I think it's the best place to live, to be around, to grow, right?
I agree. I truly consider it home now, and I have traveled the world and, experienced lots of other communities, but it's really an exciting time to live in Oklahoma City, like with all the resurgence.
Yeah, and you're right, but it's people like you that make Oklahoma better, because you have the resilience, you have the power to work hard and be in Oklahoma from here. That's very proud.
Thank you.
I admire you.
Oh, thank you.
Since day one, because you really put passion in everything that you do.
Yes. Right? And the community has really supported me and embraced me. I like to give back, and they have rewarded me for that.
That's wonderful. And you've been traveling a lot, almost all around the world.
Yes.
Do you think that helped to create who you are right now?
Oh, absolutely. I was fortunate enough to travel internationally for the first time when I was 16. I was able to go to France and Italy on a group trip through my school. My French teacher was from France.
Wonderful.
Prepared a trip for us So that's when I first got my taste of travel, and just I knew immediately that I loved it.
I need to keep doing this. I have to do something to make some money.
And then I went to Montreal later that summer, and it just continued from there. I went to Germany the first time when I was 19, and it's just, continued ever since. And I've also made a point to do that with my son from the time he was 2. I've, traveled with him, and he's now been to Iceland.
Wow.
Canada and Mexico.
I think that is very important to take the kids to traveling. And
I agree.
Yes. What I like to do is just when they're doing the history, so I take it to the places they are studying so they can see it. And it's very, very meaningful for them.
I agree.
So you've been in the real estate business for how many years?
It will be 14 this summer.
Wow.
It's easy for me to remember because I took my real estate exam while I was on maternity leave. So however old my son is how long I've been in the business.
That's wonderful.
And when I first started, I just started as an investor, really, doing my own renovation projects.
Okay.
A few years before he was born, I renovated a condo at Grand Lake, and just realized I had a passion for that, and I had a good design eye, and just kind of tucked it in the back of my head as a plan B if I ever needed it. And then when I became pregnant, I just wanted to have some more autonomy over my schedule and more independence. And so, like I said, I took the real estate exam while I was on maternity leave. I bought my very first investment property on Halloween of 2012.
Wow.
And then I just did that for the first 7 years before making the shift into the luxury real estate market.
Right. You're the top. They're the top.
Oh.
Tell us about you have an accident when you were 19 years old?
Yes, I used to work at a YMCA summer camp outside on the Lake Fort Gibson. And I was there working. We were working on, it was a ropes course, challenge course. They had a 40-foot climbing tower.
Oh, wow.
And I was working at the top, and we decided to rappel down after the group finished touring, and someone accidentally put the rope through my harness incorrectly. So I jumped off the building, kicked off one time.
How many feet?
40 feet.
Oh, wow.
Yes. So I actually saw the end of the rope go through my harness, and the next thing I knew,
how many bones you broke?
Miraculously, not as many as you would expect. I broke every bone in my right arm, and bruised my tailbone really badly. But thankfully, my back was okay ultimately.
thank
But I got to ride in a helicopter for the first time.
A very exciting experience.
I will recommend it.
Yeah, so that were they keep you scary to altitudes or
Yeah, I mean, as far as like scared of heights, like no, thankfully I'm still okay. I love snow skiing. It doesn't bother me to be up on the chairlifts going up high. I kind of forced myself to get back on the horse, so to speak. Like, I mean, once I recovered, it was months of surgeries and recovery. But no, actually, the following year, I made myself like do it again, just to prove to myself that like I was not going to be constrained by that fear. And it was scary. I mean, I remember a lot of anxiety and sweating, but like I just forced myself to do it, just so that I could move forward.
that's very excited life.
Yes.
So you changed law to real estate. So and then you're 100% happy with that decision?
I very am, yes. So, I mean, I enjoyed my time in law school, but I figured out pretty quickly that I really didn't think it was going to be the profession that I wanted to stick with. I had many internships during my tenure at law school. I interned for Crowe and Dunleavy and Kerr McGee back when that was still around, and even at the Attorney General's office, and just didn't love it enough to do what I knew would be required of me coming right out of law school. It's kind of a grind. So thankfully, through a mutual friend, I actually found my way to estate planning and like wealth planning, working with business owners and families. And I actually partnered up with a man who was wanting to get increase his assets under management on the investment side. So I got my Series 7 and 65 and helped grow the investment side of his business. And then I also ended up working as the liaison kind of between our clients, estate planning attorneys, investment companies, and insurance companies, just to make sure
together.
Yes.
Do you think this is all about connections?
Yes. That's a good, yes, that is a good point. Like I do love connecting people, and in that role, I certainly was like the hub for, connecting all of the spokes for people's plans. So
and you still do. You still do. That's the way you help the community too, because it's a lot of people they don't know about real estate, and they can I want to say steal from other people, but what do you recommend the people when they want to buy a house or a building or whatever? What is the first things they need to know?
If they want to buy something? Oh gosh. I mean, I usually try to sit down and consult with them, because it's a house, it depends on, of course,
because it's good realtors and the right realtors.
Yes.
To get the right realtor.
Right. I was just going to say, on the residential side, buying a house it's a very personal decision. It's going to be your home. Yeah. It's where your family. It's a lot of people's largest investment that they will ever have. So I just really like to sit down and talk with them and help them think through, like, okay, so you want to be in this part of town. What's important to you? Is walkability important to you? Do you know about historic preservation? Do you know what that entails? Do you know what the limitations are if you move into a historic neighborhood, or if you move into one that's just a few blocks away, but not designated a historic neighborhood? And a lot of people don't understand that. Then just as far as, what do you have kids?
Do you think the realtor have to inform that to the customer? So we as a buyer, we need to know that before we buy the house.
I think also, yes, most people have a certain idea of what's important to them, but usually as I continue talking to them,
you can help them.
More things come to light that they hadn't thought about. And, as far as, like I said, most people know that schools are important,
right?
Or maybe highway access or access to, medical facilities, certain things. But I do like to like to just spend an hour with them and just get to know them and their personality and, like I said, things that they might not have even thought about or realized about themselves yet.
You also are a certificate real estate divorce specialist. I didn't even know that exists. So tell me about that particular title.
Sure. Yeah, there's just there's actually only one other person that I'm aware of in Oklahoma City that has that designation. So
Oh, wow.
it's an extra certification. I mean, it's like an educational program that you go through. You have to take a test to pass it to achieve that certification.
Congratulations.
Thank you. You know, I thought what a great use of my law degree, and also combining the fact that I'm a very empathetic person. I like to help people. I like to say I'm diplomatically direct. I can shoot people straight when they need to be, but with a smile on my face. And I mean, I've been through a divorce myself. So I can, I have personal experience. Yes. And so I've been able to help a lot of people through those situations, because it's a very stressful situation, no matter how amicable it might be. And I'd say about 20% of my business comes from that. I actually have a few family law attorneys and a judge in town who will bring me in when a couple needs help or can't agree on who they're going to use.
Which case has been a big one that you handled lately? It was a big one?
Oh, I've had some. I mean, I've had some where the parties absolutely will not speak to each other. They don't even want, one of them has a new email address, a new phone number. They do not want the other person to have that additional that new contact information. So I have to be very careful on how I communicate with them, and separately. I have one right now.
Different buildings.
Yes. And so it's just it's a skill set and an art for sure, as far as being able to communicate and build trust. But I think that just that certification gives me some additional credibility with those parties.
Understanding the business is the most important thing.
Yes.
So because we need to find people with experience, and they're going to tell you that the truth, what really worked for everybody.
Yes, absolutely.
Right? It's just a little comfortable, feel good about it when you find people like you that you feel comfortable to talking to.
Yes.
So that's, I think, the key. Right?
I agree.
Find a good realtor.
Comfortable and, being able to be, feel that you can trust this person, that this person is competent. I've had a lot of people say oh my gosh, I didn't even know where to start. And as soon as we talked to you, we felt like you were going to actually get this done or help us through this and, get us to the finish line, the closing table.
What should the buyers understand where they usually done? Where do you think, where they don't know? That you expecting, you say, okay, that's basic, you need to know this.
Oh, I think...
What is the most common mistake that we
common, misconception or I would say, I think a lot of buyers don't realize how many options they have as far as financing. A lot of people have grown up, because maybe their parents thought you have to have 20% down. Right. There are a lot more options than that. There are, FHA programs where you can put as little as 3% down. There's conventional lenders who you can put 10% down, maybe even 5%. There's also ways to structure deals where you can ask the seller for concessions, where they actually give you a credit toward some of the money that you're going to need to put down for the purchase. I was just meeting with a young couple the other day. I mean, he's an attorney. I mean, they're both professionals, but especially with, they already have a house, but that was, they were fortunate enough to have one that was gifted to them. So they're essentially first-time home buyers, even though they already, own one. But they had no idea the options that they had as far as being able to maybe purchase the new one without having to sell the other one, or and then what we call recasting the loan. I don't want to get too much into the lending stuff because that's not my wheelhouse, but I know enough to help advise them and then connect them with great local lenders. So I would say that's probably the biggest misconception, is just not knowing how much buying power they have, or how many ways we can structure a deal to really put them in the best scenario possible.
What do you love about Oklahoma right now?
Well, Oklahoma City in particular,
Yes.
I love the resurgence we've had. It is like the energy and the excitement that we have, not only because of the Oklahoma City Thunder, of course,
Yeah.
but even before that. You know, the last 15 years have been so exciting, seeing all of the new businesses, restaurants, you know, bars,
It's fun.
midtown, downtown, the Olympics coming in 2 years for all of the water sports. It's
How's the market right now?
the market overall is, I would say, the word of the year is weird, but
Yes,
there
we
are,
are in a weird war.
there are some listings that are great listings that are sitting. There are other listings that are still getting multiple offers, and it's all price points. I just sold one that was like 335,000, and we had 4 offers in 12 hours, and it went over list price. We have like $1.3 million properties getting multiple offers, but then there are things in between that are just sitting. But it's been a very, very active last few weeks.
We're going in the right direction.
We are. I think spring has come early, and I mean, I have more and more listings coming online in the next 2, 3, 4 weeks. So I think we're going to see a lot of momentum coming into the spring.
Thank goodness.
Yes.
You mentioned the motherhood make you brave.
Yes.
Why is that?
I wish I could pinpoint exactly, but yeah, like I told you, it sounds strange that I was willing to take on more risk after having my son, but I think it's just, I felt so empowered. It's like, I have literally created life. Like, I am unstoppable, right? So I also just really want to make my son proud and show him that, like, you just dream big. You can accomplish.
Just to see your journey, he can dream big.
Yes, and that, you can really accomplish so much more than you realize. And it's so important to believe in yourself and just, I am a perfectionist in certain ways, but sometimes done is better than perfect. Sometimes you have to just stop waiting until you feel like you have absolutely everything in place and just go ahead and take the plunge and plow forward.
Move forward, yeah.
Forward, yes.
Just stopping is nothing is going to happen, that's for sure.
Right.
What is a perfect day for you? How is a perfect day?
Perfect day. Sleeping in. I'm not a morning person.
Really? What time you wake up?
I mean, normally I wake up by 7, but
on the weekends, maybe.
Weekends, 9:00, 9:30 sometimes.
Wow, that's wonderful.
I value my sleep. Have a leisure.
I just can't sleep that late.
I am fortunate that I know.
That's wonderful. That made me jealous.
So yeah, have a lazy morning. Get up. Spend an hour just drinking coffee, reviewing, I don't know, social
just take
media.
it easy.
Yes, take it easy. Then have a good workout. Maybe play some tennis.
You love tennis.
I love tennis. I really do. I found it later in life. I wish I would have found it in high school.
Really?
Then, maybe go to a museum, go like check out some art, and then go have a cocktail and a great dinner and a nightcap.
That's right.
Sounds perfect to me.
It does. So you mentioned in grief. What the words mean for you, personality?
In what?
Grief?
Grit. Oh, grit. Yes. What is like just a willingness to persevere no matter what, that like, an inner strength that I will dig deep and, either overcome a challenge or a fear, like I mentioned before.
You get motivated.
In tennis, being an athlete, you might be down and just like figuring out how to like not be mentally defeated and, stay the course, believe in yourself, like really dig deep. And I think that there are a lot of parallels, honestly, between tennis and real estate. I mean, probably most sports, but, it's all up to you. No one's going to save you. No one's going to make you get up in the morning.
That's right.
You have to find your inspiration on your own, and you have to, we're all going to have a challenge. Real estate is a tough industry, and
I think it's more real estate people now than ever. Everybody's a real estate person.
Yeah, I mean, certainly in 21, we saw a flood of people coming in because
Like car washes now. Everywhere.
Yes. Yeah, we're starting to see that dwindle a little bit. The last 2 years, honestly, the market has been really tough. And we have seen some people leave the industry because, I mean, they just didn't have enough business. And really in 21 and early 22, I mean, I had a full team of people. I had 2 other buyers agents, on my team, and they both went back to their previous professions because
Really?
yes, the market turned in late 22 and certainly early 23, and there just were not as many sales.
What make you different than the others? It was experience?
I mean, experience, like kind of that grit, like I'm not going to give up. I'm going to keep scratching and clawing and pushing and, just listening to other, mentors of mine and just trying to figure out, okay, how can I pivot? How can I continue networking and just continue pushing forward? And it has served me well. I mean, last year was my second best year ever. And the market was still pretty weird last year. So
you were in a magazine too, right?
Yes, I'm just on the cover of Real Producers magazine this month. It just came out this last week.
Yeah, yes. I cannot wait to see all the interview there too.
Oh, thank you.
You really inspired us. I hope you inspire the community and people that want to do the things a little bit different because you never give up.
No,
you keep going, keep up.
Yeah.
Right?
So, yes, and I truly love what I do and I love working with people.
Where they can contact you?
Oh, I mean, you can contact me by phone at 405-821-2313. You can find me on social media. On Instagram. It's Britta, Britta, Elite Team. That's ELITETEAM. I'd say that's probably a great way just to check out other of my content and contact me.
So the people also it's free, right? When they want to contact you ask for information, so they don't charge anything. So
no hourly fee, no charge to sit down and talk to me.
That's wonderful. So it was a pleasure to having you here.
Yes,
thank you for taking the time. I know you're a really busy woman, but I want to tell you that I admire you, how you are, and you keep me going.
Oh, so, well, likewise. The feeling is mutual. Thank you for having me on, and you inspire me every day. So I'm so thankful to be connected to you.
Yeah, right. We did a click really quick.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for being here, and see you next time.